Hey, remember this?
Ready? Go!
Yes, I'm well aware that I've started previous videos with saying exactly that. How can you not? I need to remind you of what happened, and I will be reminding you of that exact footage at least one more time in this video, so stay tuned. I need to give you a quick recap of what happened to all the Americans that weren't here for the entire saga that was the Deputy Premier of New South Wales going down the Director of Coney 2012 route of slowly going insane in public. God, it fits well with the Super Smash Bros music, doesn't it? In fact, that is just a smash up cut, apparently. Apparently there's an extended version of that may float around in the future. Maybe, who knows? But anyway, look, that is footage of the most powerful man in the state beating the shit out of a cameraman like he's Britney Spears that shaved her head, smacking a paparazzo around. And why? Because he is following up a man that had a lot of media scrutiny at the time, rightfully so, for inventing a job for himself using taxpayer money and still being too shit to qualify for it. That being exposed, I guess that he was upset, and that seemed to be his excuse in court for damaging that man's back and his camera, i.e. his livelihood, that he was upset. He got to physically harm someone else because he didn't feel good. That was actually his defense. The grounds were mental health. He apparently had depression, anxiety, and complex PTSD, but it wasn't complex enough for him to simultaneously angle to become the CEO of Clubs New South Wales. That's a pretty complex job for someone with complex PTSD, wouldn't you agree? So there was a lot of holes in his case from the beginning. We, by the way, had to pay for Matt Costello's case, and thank you very much, because by we I mean you, because that was the legal fund that went into that. And in case you're wondering what happened to all the other money that went into that legal fund, it's just, this is how long the legal system takes. This is what should have been an open and shut case at the very least, right? Like, the camera doesn't lie. He's clearly wailing on him. Still took a year. It only took so long because, as the John we all know and love, which is, you know, just your mates from high school. I didn't do anything. You're on camera hitting him. I touched that for like a second. That's the only reason that it took a year. He could have just settled it immediately by saying, I'm awfully sorry, I'll pay for the camera. That would have been the end of it, but he dragged it out for an entire year, just being like, play back the camera. No, play it back again until the footage suits my story. Oh, fuck, it's still not suiting it. So he gets off on the criminal case by complaining that he has mental health, yeah? Then on the civil case, he drags it out for a year, just denying reality. That's pretty much how it went. And the way that he was able to drag it out was with the expertise of the one, the only, Gerard Aboud, most famous, you can't make this up, for this. That's him, the one going, dunk. How about you recuse yourself, Gerard? I think you have a little conflict of interest there, in that you are biased against cameras. Especially when, in a shocking twist, it turned out that the reason he bumped his head was because of... That's John. I mean, who wouldn't be distracted by that? You have the hypnotic fat folds, you have the fact that he sucks at bowling more than John Howard, and you have the fact that it's the Deputy Premier doing it. The other thing that legal genius Gerard Aboud is most famous for is also cricket related. He got a $5,000 fine for cracking the shit at another umpire at his 13-year-old son's game, so no wonder he decided to take up the reins. That's the level-headed tacticians of this case. Dunk, I didn't do anything, the two stooges. So in case you're wondering what my opinion on this verdict is, I'm pretty happy with that. That is a big L. Can't spell Barilaro without L. So that was great. You know who else is really happy with it? Matt Costello. Talked to Matt on the phone after the case, and this might shock you to learn. This is a little exclusive that you'll only find out here. He's happy with the result. He's very happy with the result, as not only was he compensated, finally, after a year, better late than never, but also He just wanted me to pass on to you, thank you so much for paying for it, because he could not, as you would probably reasonably understand if you are held up in the courts for that long. It's not cheap. Court's never cheap at the best of times. Spending a nanosecond in court is too expensive for most people, let alone a year. So he cannot thank you enough for allowing us to use the funds to go after that. And we finally did get the result. Sorry that the rest of these are taking so long, but as you can plainly see, you can do a lot of finicky things to hold up what should just be an open and shut, like you applying for a speeding ticket at court. Just like, were you speeding? Yes. Are you sorry about it? Yes. Case dismissed. It should just be that fast. But if you have the right lawyers, if you have the right amount of money, you can just hold these things up, as we can plainly see. Finally, we got there. And because it's John Barilaro, I think that you will agree this is not the end of it. There's plenty more to come. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, because how long has he been out of power and he's still giving us content? I gotta say this, John, I know that you're having a bad day, but I just want you to know, just in case it brightens up yours, I'm not. You made mine. Thank you for the many bright days ahead. Oh, and it came to my attention that this video didn't make it to the 8-minute mark. So to play us out to it, here's that footage again.
Ready? Go!
Alright, that's enough. Fremantle, Perth, I'm coming to your cities next to admire your tiny statue of Bon Scott and just the general quantity of small people that there are in WA. And while I'm there, I'll be doing shows, so make sure that you get your tickets at friendlyjordies.com. Bye for now.